Thank you, Vimukti. I want to take you through some nitty-gritty details before we conclude. We also want to reiterate again, Vimukti still has a couple of years left before he graduates from Moratuwa University. It's wonderful to see students come up and participate, and I'm sure you can also see this is what he built. The ads management platform is what he built. So this is an example of what our students can do, and obviously that's the future of the IT industry. We'll take you also through a few more student capabilities soon. There's some issues I want to address first. If we look at what we've been talking about, we started off with finances. Okay? We will manage all your finances for you. What does that mean though? You're entrusting us with all this data. It's a pretty scary thought. And then Vimukti ended up with how we do targeted advertising, how we know about all the behaviors. Put the two together, and some of you, I certainly would, have some concerns. I want to spend just a couple of minutes addressing those concerns. What we do about it. If we do anything other than absolutely ethical with that data, the moment that becomes obvious, we are out of business. So that much is pretty obvious, but beyond that, our business is built on providing services, and providing services ethically to our clients involve, first and foremost, protecting their rights to privacy and protecting their data. We do that by maintaining the highest levels of internet security standards. The data is encrypted. We use the highest levels of encryption in terms of SSL. But I want to get to the second point. The way we manage all data is via a double-layered database. The initial data we consider to be the user data, and that is completely out of bounds to us. When you enter your data, where your banking data or any other data, that is the user data. We do not touch it in any way, shape, or form. The data, though, is anonymized and fed into a data warehouse. By anonymizing, what do I mean? Names are replaced with a random number. Random but unique, so the system knows who you are. But in the data warehouse, we have no idea what your name is, where your address is. If you enter your address as XYZ street address in Navala, we'll keep the Navala part. We do not believe that knowing you're 30 years old and live in Navala compromises your privacy in any way. But your name, your street address, even your street, not just the particular address, will be eliminated prior to the data getting into the data warehouse. This data is aggregated and analyzed in the data warehouse, and that's how we provide you much of the value-added data. How are your transactions compared to the average? After a while, maybe what is the fuel efficiency you're getting in your 1.5 liter vehicle? How does that compare to the average? The manufacturer publishes something that's been driven on a test track. That does not reflect real-world realities. We know real-world realities. We know, based on in a few years, we will have all the data as the odometer reading. How does the fuel efficiency tail off with mileage? What I want to mainly reassure is the steps we are taking to protect your data, and this will be backed up by an audit firm. An internationally known audit firm will be backing up the data and giving assurances so our users know that their data is safe. We have two slogans. That's one slogan too many, which we need to work on and eliminate one, but for now we have two. Convenience at your fingertips is pretty obvious. We view the world going forward as one where the mobile internet is going to be more and more prevalent. The computer is needed for you to browse and read news and all that. But to pay a bill, to view a bank balance, you don't need a computer. You just need your mobile. We will bring these convenience to you almost everything that we've discussed will be available not just on the computer but also on the mobile. We started off by saying this is a community effort. We're already working with Zenit. Pleased to have Dinesh, who's the head of Zenit, with us here today. That's the premier mobile development company in the country. Why would we go develop mobile applications when we can just go talk to them and have them do, I'm sure, something quicker and better? We're working with Mobitel. Again, I'm pleased to have them with us here today. They will bring you the ability to book tickets. Convenience at your fingertips. Quickly on the next one, democratizing information. What do we mean by that? Today, when you take your vehicle for a service or you go to the hospital for a checkup, those institutions maintain pretty good data. At least we hope that they do. They give you a printed receipt, which for the most part we throw away. Even if you don't, each institute that you go to and you pay maintains your data, but you don't have access to that data. You only have access via this printout. We're working on, trying to is too weak a word, we are working on making that data available to you. Shamika mentioned in the autos module, we are going to, when you take your vehicle for a service, you can view that data at any time by logging on to your Autos AK account. Your vehicle service data, repair data, fuel data, everything will be available to you. Chronologically, everything about your vehicle is available to you. We talked about how sharing is built at the platform. If you sell that vehicle, you can give that entire history as a package to the new owner. This adds not just convenience, but I think it adds transparency and value. Not just your vehicle, but to the new owner as well. This concept applies across all the modules. Democratizing information means getting that information to you. You pay for services, you have the right to the data as much as the institution or vendor that is providing that data. Slight change to the picture from before. This is a work in progress. Everything that we have mentioned today, those websites are live for you to go see. After the demo, actually, it will invite you. There are workstations set up where you can actually see a real demo of the real site. This is not something that we cooked up for you. It is the real, working on the internet real site. But if we go back to our vision, we are trying to completely change the way the transactional internet works. Certainly not something you do in one day. We've been working on this for about 6 months. Not something you do in 6 months. It is not something that one company can do in any amount of time. Our view is to build this as a community, to build this as Sri Lankans together. I need to take a minute and talk about the IT industry. We have in the audience today, again, Dinesh is currently the president of our IT BPO Apex body, which works to promote both IT and BPO in the country. Naresh Edrivira is here. Naresh heads the Entrepreneurship Forum. We're working actively to build entrepreneurs in the country. We don't want kids to graduate from schools and go get a job. We want them to go become employers, not become employees. Madhu is here. Madhu runs local Virtusa office. We all work together as an industry, and our vision is that we can work together on a platform and revolutionize the transactional internet as that we are today.